to the Olin Tangent, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Minnesota's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Catch in the middle, it's DeLuca. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up at the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. The give on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they strike first. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Safe completion on the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Back to throw, it's Clinton. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first. Unleashes one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the second. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Smith wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. It's complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, we're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Clinton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Extended the lead and taking control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is putting on a show offensively. It feels like they've been ringing those cowbells all game. They're up 14 over Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off the play fake. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Torres. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Golden Gophers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Clinton. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off play action. He'll take a deep shot here. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. On that completion. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Smith dropping to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Try to get it to the edge. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Smith wants to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time he's got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's DeLuca. Breaks the tackle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ford. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Oh, the attempt is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a crease. It's Rodgers. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Offense gets set for second down. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Fires to the right. That's a throw and catch you will put on the resume reel. Great footwork along the boundary.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Turns it on in midfield. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's DeLuca. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
Roughing the passer. The
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop it. With that last catch, he now has over
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. They'll leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Complete in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
With jet sweep pass. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try to get outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Buying some time. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hurley. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hurley. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can.
Turning it on! Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here.
Going for it all. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Man, that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.